Good afternoon, guys. How are you today?
Afternoon, sir.
Mm,
I have a question.
Go ahead, Shannon.
The head cuts off. I was doing the test the other day, and I just locked down the computer and by my face turn on back the computer. Complete. We don't have save and go later anymore.
It depends on if you're doing a test or a homework.
It was a test.
No. For the quizzes test, you don't get save and complete data. Save and complete data only occurs for homework pieces.
That's not fair. So I get 0.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you ask nicely, I may pray about it and consider giving another option.
Oh, okay. I think what happened the last time was okay. So I guess you can do it for me. All right.
All right. The rest of you, how is it going? Please don't all rush me at once.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, yes.
I did the work I work on Educasoft and it says improve, it doesn't say completed. That's
What?
the new thing now?
It says
It says
improve.
improve, yeah, not completed.
Rockstone. I didn't see that before. So hold on, you're telling me something new.
That's the homework one, sir. If when you come out of it, if you get a grade and it do up to date, it mark improve.
I just got one wrong still. I need to improve. So that means that I will forget everything right.
Yeah, it would be complete.
Right.
But the next one, no, you can't do it over.
It's the first time hearing that part. Hold on a minute, please. Yeah, but yeah, I don't. You're telling me something that I've not seen. So let me just log on and see.
Sir, and the one that I got wrong, I keep putting in the correct answer. You know, when you do one and you get it wrong, you can try again. I keep putting in the correct answer, and I'm sure I'm putting in the correct answer, but the system isn't taking that one for that question. I don't know why.
Is it the first one? The answers you put in bracket?
No, but no. Yeah, we put in bracket. No, another one there.
Is that
no, I'm sure
division
another one there.
Oh, because if you don't put in the bracket, it'll continue till it's wrong.
Yeah, I know about that one, but it's not the one there. And I even go, when you submit it, you know, you can look over on the wrong things that you get. So I went on it and I see the same answer I'm putting at the bar, but the same solution. And it's still mark it wrong.
All right, I'm not
I'll
able
look
to.
if I screenshot the picture and send it in the group. I'm not sure, but I'll look if I do. Take a picture of it and send.
So you need to send one message to your instructor.
You know, a whole lot of things happening. Let me just get the information from you. Are you guys challenged in receiving the Zoom links on a daily basis?
No.
Anybody else?
No, sir.
Okay.
I said today the first me get the link them to the class individually when we don't have to go to that big boring list with them creator.
Okay, yeah, I know that they were having some difficulties, so which is why I asked the question. So they were having
the site, sir?
Yeah,
Excel site.
And the site is
not working, Canvas not working, Aaron not working.
So my other group, I know there are 1 or 2 students in here. I know if Trina comes to class today, she's gonna curse. But I would just pray for her in the midst of her being upset. I cannot get onto Canvas to get the information down, which is why I sent a message in, not this group, in the other group. but yes, so Canvas has been down since over the weekend. There's a fiber that is broken and it is not yet repaired. I spoke with a guy today at about 3 o'clock. So that's the delay, but never mind. I'm unable to get into all the pieces. Let me just check Miss Abraham's stuff.
So you not use Moodle?
They said
Please
to me
tell
that
me no. No, just say no.
I will go there because I mean I will go there to see what is there, but we're on to Edicosoft. I'll answer that question on Thursday.
Okay.
What am I looking at now, Miss Abrahams?
So you know, say school don't have nothing to do with them time at themselves. Huh? Canvas is working perfectly fine and now why am I change to Moodle now?
What was
Because
working
most
fine?
of these universities are using Moodle. Enough
And
them
not
enough.
and not only that, the Council of Community Colleges of Jamaica um, is the secretariat, the overarching body, the governing body for the community colleges, and they have said Moodle is a platform to be used. So when Excelsior decided to use Canvas, when nobody else was using anything, um, they came on board finally and decided not to use Canvas. As a matter of fact, it's not it. So there are 8 community colleges in Jamaica and 2 colleges outside of Jamaica. So there are 10 community colleges that make up the CCCJ. All right. Now, when a decision is being made, Excelsior Community College is not the only institution that can vote. Is all the presidents and vice presidents and principals, vice principals, etc., or the delegates who want to put everybody into one category. The delegates are the ones who are going to be voting. So Excelsior may vote to say that we want to use Canvas, when the other institutions say no, Moodle, and Excelsior may be the only voice to say Canvas. Canvas is working well, support and so on. But if the other councils, if the other colleges voted for Moodle, of course, you know how democracy works. The majority leads. So clearly, it was a situation like that where it went to council meeting, council took a decision,
So
and
sir, I wanna know a little bribe worker.
bribe.
Mm.
Oh my
You
goodness.
guys are being recorded.
As a Christian, somebody who should uphold the law, I will not even think about that. Like when I have a brethren who said to me, then he needed to carry his car to go and get passed, and then I will hear, "Oh yes, Miss Abrahams, I'm seeing improve." I don't know what does this mean. Oh, let me explain it. I will explain it. I figure it out. And I hear that him just go to place and yeah man, I'm money. I won't tell you how much money, but just yeah man, I'm money and 2 man come up with them documents and him just drive out. And I'm saying that is
Richard
unfair.
Rice.
No, it is unfair. It is unfair.
It's links.
It is unfair. It is unethical. It is
Sir,
unchristian-like. It is
it
wrong.
is sad to say, but this all majority of Jamaica is run now.
Well,
Not
I am
just Jamaica, the
I am
whole
part of the
world.
minority because guess what? My car needs to be passed now. Swallowfield has upgrade exposure, and somebody's TV is loud. COVID COVID has there's a COVID scare down Swallowfield, so everybody now has to go to Spanish Town to get the car passed. My car needs to be passed. And the truth of the matter is, I was told, come, I can carry to the person where just give them a little something and he just get it. And I was like, no,
All right,
I'm
stay
not
there.
doing it. I will stay there. It better don't drive the car until Solarfield open. I'm not doing it.
Take the
I
bus.
cannot do it. I'll take the bus. I
Remember
cannot do
to wear
it.
your mask.
Yeah, I'm a camera sanitizer, but I'm not doing it.
I'm surprised. And some people come to me and say, boy, yo, I need to make a link with you, man, because, in time certain things go on, I want to can link and say, yo, boss, still look on that for me, And I say, boy, brother, if you know good, you don't want that pass through my hand, because if you mark it up, it get marked up.
Okay. No man. No, I am going to be I'm going to be a stickler to the lawyer. All right. So I was having that conversation with you because I was actually trying to log in. My computer is taking quite a while to log on, and I'm into Miss Abraham's stuff now, and I'm seeing where for Unit 1 it says improve. Okay, so what that means is because that was a homework. Okay, so those of you who used Educasoft before, you'd see something that says retake, right? And or resume. So retake would be in green and resume would be in blue. So what it is saying here is that, and Miss Abrahams, you did pretty well. You had a 93.33% for the first piece. Very good. Or you
It
did
should
say
have
that you
been
got one wrong.
100.
It should
Yes,
have been
sir.
100, right?
So, check.
Yeah, but what happened now, it did, that's not the final grade because if you click on improve, it gives you another chance to finish off the stuff. So you can go back and click on improve. So that's what improve means. When you click on
Okay.
improve, you can actually improve on your grade. So this is a new feature to it that you have pointed out to me, but it is self-explanatory.
You need
Right?
to do that for the test.
So negative. So you can go ahead and read. Very good, Miss Abrahams. I'm seeing where it is that I believe you started your work. Miss Shanake, so like you start to. I'm unable
Yes,
to
I
view my
start.
class.
I
I'm unable to view
start.
my class, but
Sir, don't feel too good because I'll be moving slow for this semester.
oh, that's what you
Your
thought.
Educasoft is up.
Educasoft up
As it
long.
relates to doing the work.
Oh, that's what you, Miss
But I
Abrahams.
can't long time, sir, because
Sir?
I
I don't
lost
want to hear
some
anything more
time,
from you
because
because
Good
you
afternoon, sir.
afternoon.
We
Good
log in,
afternoon.
unfortunately, I couldn't able to log back in, sir. I don't know what happened, sir.
All right, so let me just fix all the Educasoft issues now before we start off. Dion, I see where it is that you've started also, very good. All right, so I'm not able to view my class as a whole. I need to send an email to a WhatsApp message to Edico. And I'm not going to have the time to, right, I'm not going to have the time to go and do individual students. So I will leave that for last. Siobhan, you said something a while ago? Who spoke a while ago?
It's me, Roosevelt, sir. Me, Roosevelt.
Oh yes, Sasha. I know you don't have access yet, hon, but I was just explaining to the students in the class. Um, the 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 platform is down, so that is a challenge. Hang on a minute for me, please. The platform is finished. I mean, not finished. The platform is down, and it is giving me a bit of challenge to get the information otherwise. But I will speak to you afterwards, Sash. Don't have to worry. I know you feel away because you can't do anything. It's not your fault. All right. Hold on. Let me just. Hold on. Let me just try and do something here. Give me a minute, please. All right. Okay. All right. No, okay. All right. I see you. I see some. Khalid Simpson. Khalid, are you new? Were you here last week, Khalid?
Sir, I'm going to change the name now. That's all you had to say.
I don't. I don't
Then let's
know.
do this change because I logged him in on the laptop today. It's Lulu, sir.
Listen to me. Because I'm saying to myself, who the hell is Khalid? Okay, Khalid is a nice name.
Oh, my battery died on my phone, so I had to come on this just now.
All right, no problem.
Sure.
All right. Okay, so any other Microsoft issues, please? Somebody was saying that they tried to log on and they couldn't get in. Chef, sorry. Which guy was talking just now? Forgive me.
I have a problem.
Yes, Jay.
Can't access any call on my cell phone. Since
Are
I
you able
said then
to?
it change it to ATTP, you suppose you can access for your cell phone, but whenever I try access it, it stuck at when I allow the flash player. But when I click the option, it is saying that it like supported or some file is missing or something like that.
You
Yeah, sir,
serious?
same. I can't access it with my phone either. I only got to change the email, but I couldn't do anything else.
Hmm. Strange. Anybody has that issue? Anybody is trying to use their cell phone and can't access the platform? I need to know this, so that I can send something to Erico.
Sir, I've never tried it on my phone, but I'm gonna try it now and see if it works.
Please. Anybody else?
Yes, sir, we can access it from the phone.
Okay, fancy. So you can't access
Yes,
it. Okay. You can't get it on the phone either,
need to
Orange?
say same issue. But it one at first log me in, however, I get to change the password and then afterward log out and try to sign back in. Not don't have any access to log back in, sir.
All
Can
right.
tell me about some
Credentials?
software something.
Oh,
I think the next guy there explained to you earlier.
or the same thing that Jamal was saying?
That's another issue I have.
All right.
Yes, sir. Something like that, sir.
All right. Question. Did you select the Jamaican flag?
No, I remember I said flag what's there.
All right. So when you
Yes, sir,
log
man, take
on,
a flag for my one.
you selected the flag, Jamal?
Yes, sir.
All right.
You're
Okay. So
correct, Mr.
I must look into this tomorrow. Matter of fact, at the end of my 7 to 9 class, it may be about 6 o'clock in India. So I'll send her a WhatsApp message at that time for her to look into the matter for me, because what I was told is that with the HTML, you should be able to log on any device, cell phone, tablet, computer, Android, Mac, you name it. So I will definitely do that for you. Please forgive me. I will look into it, because
Sir,
sometimes you're on the go. Yes, Trina. Oh, geez, Trina. I called your name earlier. Yes, honey bunches.
because I've been even WhatsApping messaging you, sir, to let you know that I'm also not in.
Yeah, man. So I asked the students what I said about Trina. When Trina come on, what she going to say to me? Yeah. So what is happening is that if you go on the ECC site, you'll recognize that you can't get on.
Mm-hmm.
You're also not able to get onto Arion or Canvas, because one of the fibers is broken, and so we have a limited access. So which is I was asking earlier for those persons who were having difficulties getting onto the platforms. So that's the reason why I can't get you guys information. But I will send something in the group afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, okay, let me tell you what is the real matter. I was running from doing it individually by saying, okay, Trina, give me information. Diane, give me information. Jamal, give me information, because that is going to be way too much for me to do the data entry and to make sure that everything is spelled correctly. From the Canvas system, I can export as an Excel file and easily upload rather, to EducaSoft in 2 minutes, and all the students at one point in time is registered. So I'm actually looking for the easier way out. But failing me getting onto Canvas a little later on, I may very well send a message out, because I don't want to delay you guys any longer. I may definitely send a message out to the class, ask you to just put your email address in the group. It's going to take a little while for me to do, and I can't do it now because I have a class 79. But anyhow, I will deal with it. Don't worry about it. I apologize, but it's not that I'm being tardy. The system has been down from over the weekend. So, and you notice you got from me your notes on, Lord Jesus, you know, it's Sunday night or Monday night? Sunday. You got the notes from me. So I was up at that time and I sent out the notes to start working on the registering those students who weren't there, and I came across this anomaly. So forgive me. All right, let's go. So I sent you the notes. I'm not sure if it was this group, because as I have 2 of you, I sent you the notes and I got a question that something is not correct with something in there, or question number 7, sir. Sorry, Diane, you have a question?
Yes.
Go ahead, Diane. Diane? All right, let's go. How many of you were able to go through the handouts? Were you able to? Go ahead, Orion.
The notes, is it just send it on to the editor staff, or can you send WhatsApp?
I sent it via WhatsApp.
No, sir. I was added late. I don't know. Hold on.
Anybody saw it in WhatsApp?
Yes, sir.
Hold on, please.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, right.
What answer not there?
Just chip out.
Oh. Greetings, everybody. Greetings.
What that fast cat oats?
You don't know?
Fast cat oats.
Whoa. I'm there.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm long for seeing no phone, you know.
Let me answer to this show. COVID thingy.
But I'm not afraid of COVID.
No, Jesus, who not afraid? No, so COVID, I do. COVID, I don't want. You know that COVID
Can't make COVID frighten me too much. Life I have to live.
Yeah, you have to be careful, serious.
Just be responsible when you live in the life here.
Amen.
Most definitely, sir.
COVID play rough.
Exactly.
And all when you cry Cree, COVID still not here no Cree, and COVID still a gone.
COVID still running, man.
So it's still running, eh? Have no way going now. So just be careful, guys, because for the last 3 days I have been following a story. Report came out to say that the virus can now, research has shown that the virus can now live on a surface for up to 28 days. So,
but that's not safe.
That's an extension to the lifespan of it, because it used to be less than that.
This is the point I'm making. So I'm saying to you, and then last night, ABC World News brought on a case where
COVID not that bad.
Someone who had COVID and recovered was reinfected. So they are now
reinfected.
So they are
so
now,
it's not that bad.
So they are now looking at that person and studying the person, because initially they thought that once you had it, you'd be immune to it, but this person had it, recovered,
That
and
person never
contracted
catch it
again.
good, sir.
Exactly.
Never catch it good.
Me have it and not never do me.
What, sir? You know,
Excuse you? Come on, come up on the phone.
Yeah,
Come
me have
come,
it. Me did have it.
come out
First
my
week
phone.
in a September, me catch it. Me the warm. I never know until my result come out.
Hello,
And not never
Shana,
do me. What you gonna do?
Shana.
Scorn me?
No,
Keep
but
me
me
out
no
of
want
your
catch
class?
me no want catch COVID over
Where you gonna
the
catch it?
computer. Me no want catch it over Zoom.
Keep me out of your class.
Virus, no computer.
let me mute her. No, but seriously, yeah, so you had COVID, Shana?
Yes, sir.
True?
Yes, serious something. You think I took me around?
Oh, but don't.
I got
The symptoms
No,
are different.
Sir,
Shana, hold on. Shana, hold on, please. Don't disclose where it is at your work, but I know that there was an outbreak.
I was just going to say that. Remember where I
Yeah,
work?
right.
And okay,
Yeah,
that's what I was
right.
going to say.
Okay, but please don't disclose where you work. But I mean, I can believe you because I heard it in the news that there was an outbreak there.
Sir, so why don't say about me? Imagine when I spot me work, I'm gonna catch it.
No, stop it. All right, you know what? I don't want to hear no more COVID stories. Let us move to the pre-calculus. Guys, on a serious note though, I really am asking that you remain safe. I too am paranoid, but yeah, you know, life goes on as Chef says, but you know, we have to be very responsible with with where we go, who we see, and just practice the social distancing and the whole sanitization. Because, you know, for those of you who have young children at home, for those of you who have the elderly at home, don't be selfish. You have to think about those others who are more susceptible. All right, let's go. So I sent you the document. Sorry, Chev, are you seeing the document now?
I'm in the WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
You know, I see it since like 2 minutes ago.
You see it like 2 minutes ago?
Yeah.
So the message coming in the group, I know. Watch the group.
None of that, sir. They're on a mission, that's why, sir.
Okay.
Hey.
Keep that mission pure.
Definitely.
Okay. And all right. So okay. So let me just bring up my document that I sent you guys. Okay. So this is not for you, Chef, but well, it is for you, Chef. Students, when I send work via WhatsApp, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna encourage you.
Sir, when did you send work, sir?
I sent it work from Sunday.
Yesterday. What's in the WhatsApp group, sir?
Yeah.
Yesterday you sent it.
I never saw it, sir.
I sent it yesterday at 7:14.
Yes, at 7:17 a.m.
Yeah, I want to say 7:14 a.m.
Sir, that one missed me, so I'm going to do it tonight.
Well, it's not a matter of work that is going to be graded, you know. It's work for you to get your practice right on what it is that we are doing. So it's important. So I sent 10 questions with their answers, as I promised you that I would do. I really want you guys to get the stuff done up. So yeah, all right. So let's go. All right. Oh, sorry, I need to share this screen. All right. So what is happening? I won't go through. So what it is that I've done? I'm trying to make this thing easier for you. I have never written a narrative to the laws before. This is the first time I'm writing narratives. So I did it. So nobody can complain about the indices and logarithms now because I've written narratives to you guys. So because the narratives are written, I will not go through those laws again. I will just spend some time now going through some of these examples. How many of you got a chance to look at these examples?
I look on them now.
You're looking at them now? All right. What I'm gonna do is, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to, all right, come on guys. You guys are causing me to not be able to move on the way I want to move on. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys 10 minutes to run through the questions. And please, I'm going to give you guys 10 minutes to run through the questions, and then I will join back. So if it is that you need to talk with among yourselves, I'm going to mute myself. But you need to continue working. I'm giving you about 10 minutes to go through.
Sir.
Yes,
sir, this is one reason why I tell you I like mathematics, you know.
Why?
Them something here.
What about them?
I realize I made the first person that text on your phone and tell you to own the assessment them. And if you look behind it, you realize I'm not do none alone. You know, so I take it up last time we start, so I went and my system had the question and my brain started hurt me.
Never mind. You're going to get through this. You said the same thing for foundation 1, foundation 2, foundation 3, and you get through all of them, you're going to get through the pre-calculus stage. Fret not. All right, start looking at it. I mean, what you can do, guys, is if you're not seeing something, I want you to throw it out into the class. I am listening on. I have my notes, my notepad right here to make notations so I can come to the class and talk to the class about different issues. But go ahead and start. On your mark, get set, go.
Sir, for example 1, right, where in the second line, realize you have 3 to the 8th power and 9 to the 9 square. Must say simplify it to 3 squared bracket squared. Is it that we're always supposed to get it to the simplest form?
Absolutely.
Okay. So it matter whether or not we leave it at 9 squared or 3 squared squared?
It actually does. It does matter. But yeah, it does matter where you leave it. When you put it in a simplified manner, you are able to actually see where you're going with the question.
Okay.
Yeah, but the other question though, Chef, you can throw it out into the class. We're moving fast enough because I'm moving on tonight, you know. So when you come start and don't make this happen again, you know. If you enter my send the work, we want to make sure you look on it, you know, because don't make this happen again. All right, 10 minutes, starting now, go.
All right. Oh, Zin. So, Mr. Sir.
Yep.
So for question, example 3, right? We notice that on the numerator for a half, that has the negative symbol, right? Is that signifying that the entire fraction itself is negative or just the numerator itself?
The entire fraction is negative.
So it wouldn't matter if you put the negative sign for the numerator or the denominator, right?
Or in front.
So it really wouldn't matter which one we put it, as long as it signifies on the fraction exactly.
It right. So so wherever the negative sign is, it is saying that that fraction is negative. Wherever the sign is, it is saying to you that the fraction is negative. So if the fraction is in the numerator, it is saying that it is, the whole thing is negative. If it's in the denominator, it is negative, or if it falls in front of the sign, it is still negative. So for ease of lack of for stuff, I am actually making an adjustment to it. But yes, the whole fraction is
Let us
negative.
from 20 and get 9.
You tell me.
9 or 19 and a half is. Oh, cool. So it could be written in decimal format. 19.
I wouldn't want to write it in decimal. Leave it as a fraction, because if you write it in decimal, you can miss some answers. So leave it as a fraction.
Okay.
All right. So a few of you are complaining about unstable internet access, and I understand and I'm aware of it. We've been having a lot of rain, and resulting from that, we have unstable access. So if you drop in and out, I can understand, but just come back when you see that you can come back.
Sir, can you explain number 1 to me, please?
Is there anyone in the class who understands that can explain number 1 for me, please?
Number 1.
What about number 1?
About 10.
Scroll back up.
That's at the 3 squared and the 3 to the 6 4. Oh. Well, I mean, if it are for number 1, what my understanding is that you'd work the numerator section, which would have been 3 squared times 3 to the 6 4, but I think one of the rules says that if the bases are the same and you're multiplying, you're supposed to just add the indices, which is the 2 and the 6. Hence, you see 3 to the 2 plus 6 4, and then the 9 square is basically straightforward. So if you take a look at the second line now,
sorry, Chev. Okay, you were doing very well just now until you talk about the 9 squares is straightforward. What do you mean by 9 squares is straightforward? Because I wrote it back?
No, because it's alone in the denominator, sir.
Yeah, but I mean, Chef, okay, so very good. And when you explain, and which is why I want you guys to get into the habit of doing some explanation, because when you explain to someone, you actually concretize the content of your own. But when explain to me, when you say the 9 in the denominator, explain itself. What do you mean by that exactly?
Like Mr. Sir, unlike the numerator, there's nothing else, there's no other figure that is there. So I automatically thought that it was straightforward to put it back until you try to simplify it to 3.
Okay, so that's why I answered the question.
Right.
That because I wrote back the 9 squares, which is, if that's what you mean by, it's straightforward because I put it back.
Yeah, because there's nothing else there to
okay, all right. Okay, continue. Let me hear how you finish up the story. Go ahead.
All right, no. So for the second line, you can see 3 to the 8th power, and the 8, how you arrive at the 8 was the square and the 6, which was in the first line for both bases, which is 3. So 6 plus 2 is 8, so you automatically get that answer there. And for the 9 square, which I said was straightforward, sir, so must try to get it to the simplest form. So 3 squared will automatically bring it back to the 9. That's all? Yeah. That's all, sir?
Yeah, man, you're on the right track, man. Continue, man. Very good. So 3 to the second power is 9, because it's 3 times 3 will give you 9. Very good. Continue.
All right, so that's squared and outside of the brackets. Huh. So you have got to pick up from this, because what me understand from
that's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong, Chef.
Am I wrong, how, sir?
No, that's you said I'm supposed to take up from there. That's where you're wrong. You ain't finish it. Oh, continue.
So what I understand from that section is saying that 3 squared times 3 squared. You know, so so it'll be 81.
But why are you converting? You're actually using indices.
It's just the 3 square in the bracket would give you back the 9 square out here, but you need to get all the bases to be the same. That's why you broke it down to the 3 square in bracket and the square outside the bracket.
Oh,
very good.
Wow, it's so bright. I love it.
No, she's bright, man. Very nice.
I didn't even know who that. Make up yourself. But Shanette.
Oh my goodness, you guys are my lord.
Hello.
My eyes.
Make sure you pay attention.
I just knew at the early part, so I pay attention, so make me look good, so the tough part come.
So Shanette, so you make sure talk now, so at least you can say the story, give me talk one time, don't?
Yeah. Exactly, smart.
Talk truth here. Yeah, talk truth here. All right, continue, Chef. Very nice, like it.
All right, so hold on, my cable sit up on the screen. I bring it up on my phone again. Hold on.
You want me to change the screen? What it is that? Let me.
Oh no, mommy, I see it on my phone now.
Okay.
All right, so for the right, so for the last part now, where sir has 3 to the 8th power and 4 to the 4th power, 3 to the 4th power. All right, so the bases are the same nonetheless. However, because it's in a fraction form, we have to now subtract the powers, which is the 8 and the 4. So in the last,
hold up.
Yes,
where did you get 4 from? I was waiting to hear this 4.
Oh, right. So the 3 square bracket square, we add the powers, which is 2 and the 2, which gives us.
Excuse you? You're adding the powers?
Add the exponent.
You're adding the exponents?
Yeah, what's may I get 4, sir?
Multiply.
Thank you very much.
Oh.
Can you stick up in?
I chew in a car bracket.
Stick up in, you know, and that's why I like when students take charge sometimes, you know, because I get a glimpse of what it is that they remember.
Sure.
Can you all look at number 4 for me, please? Let us look at number 4. The narrative says, when you have a base raised to an index, which in turn is raised to another index, you multiply both indices. When you have a base, this A is a base raised to an index, M, which in turn is raised to another index, N, you multiply both indices. M times N is NN. It so happens that the double 2, when multiplied together, will give you 4, and when added will also give you 4. What if you had 5 and 2? 5 times 2 is 10, but 5 times 2 is 7. So
I get it wrong.
Which is the point I'm making. So it is good when it is, and this is why students, I don't want you to come to my class and not speak. Because if you don't speak, I won't know what is in your headspace to correct misconceptions. All right, so please, you have to speak. So Chev, so yes, so we are looking at law 4, and that's what it is. So we are actually doing that multiplication. All right, continue for me, please.
All right, so when you multiply according to law 4 on Sir's screen, that's how we get the 3 to the 4th power. And like I said, the numerator and the denominator bases are the same, so we'll automatically go ahead and subtract, which will give us 3 to the 4th power, because 4 from 8 gives us 4.
Okay, Chef, thanks. Very good, very well done. I need another taker for a second question, please. Another taker, and if you don't speak, I'm going to volunteer someone, and I don't want nobody to miss. Yes, please. Yes, Fancy.
I'll beat you.
And if you ever dare try that, Shana can call Popo on you.
Sir, I don't get the last part.
Miss call them, sir, so them can keep
The
you till
last
9
part.
o'clock. Oh.
Fancy, you were saying something?
Yes, sir. The last part, I don't get it.
Okay, Chef, somebody didn't get the last part. Can you go through again for me, please? The last part, please, Chef. Thanks.
I just give me my
Sir? Session? Hello? Anybody?
May I hear you, sweetie, but sir not here.
Okay, all right.
Sir, abandon ship.
Watch, run back to 4-3-4 there again. I get it.
Sorry,
Right,
I just
three.
a while ago. Sorry, Orion. Chef, what you were saying? I didn't abandon ship, but what were you saying?
Sir, somebody is calling you.
Oh, who's calling? Do you know
Like
that too?
fancy, like fancy, sir. Check out fancy.
Yeah.
But saying, no, explain the last part there. I don't know if it's how you come by the 4-3. What him said?
No, hold on. Orion.
Yes,
Wait
sir.
a while. Wait a while ago. The 4-3.
Somebody said no. The 3-4, sir. Somebody said
No,
repeat.
hold on. Orion. The 3-4. What is 3-4, Orion? Are that something you call 3-4? This 3-4?
Yes, sir.
No, Orion. 3 raised to the 4th power.
Yeah,
Orion.
no,
Orion. And that's two different something I talk about, Orion. Can you say 3 raised to the 4th power, please?
All right, 3 to the 4th power, sir.
Very good. No, stop. Guys, when you go and you write 3-4, you will, chances are, write 3 times 4. It is 3 raised to the 4th power. You have to speak the jargon. So it is that you can understand the mathematics. So yes, Orion, you're asking now, how did we get the 3 to the 4th power?
Yes, sir.
All right, so recall. All right, so let me just do something right here. Guys, you see, when I give a homework to do, in Jesus' name, I'm going to do my homework. Do you hear?
Sir, you don't know nobody who wants a 1-year-old between the hours of 5 to 9 o'clock.
I'm sure this 1-year-old never asked to be born.
And
All right?
almost 4-year-old?
A 1-year-old. From 5 p.m. to 9. Monday to Thursday.
All right, so. What's here? All right.
Nathaniel, go for it. Don't plug out the computer.
All right, so I'm going to give you a recall right here. So recall, students, when I give you work, I want the work to be done. It is important. Copy. No.
Who call you daddy? Go learn it. Go learn ball. Ball.
All right, so look at that recall. So recall a to the m raised to the nth power is equal to a to the mn. So 3 to the second raised to the second power is going to be 3 to the 2 times 2. And that gives me 3 to the 4th power. Can you see that?
Yes,
Orion,
sir. Yes,
you understand that now, Orion?
Yes, sir. Let see a recall. Yes, sir.
Good. So remember now, all right, so when you look at that question, that question contains several laws, and let's just count how many laws we actually are applying in this one question. The first one, when you multiply on the basis of the same, you add the powers. So this 3 raised to the 2 plus 6 is one law. There's another law right here. 3 to the second power raised to the second power is one law. So that's 2 laws so far. And there's another law here that says 3 raised to the 8 minus 4. So this question carried 3 laws. So the point I'm making is you can't say to yourself that you're not going to be studying a particular law because you don't know the law. You have to study all the laws because you don't know which law you're going to call upon in order to complete the question. All right, so all 9 laws of indices must be studied, must be understood, and must be applied in order to answer the question. All right, so in that particular question, you have 3 laws, and in other questions, you can have up to 5 laws. All right, out of the 9 laws. Any other question, Fancy? Are you okay with this, no, Fancy?
No, sir.
What are you not seeing?
The last part, I don't see where you get the 3 raised to the 8 minus 4.
Okay, so 9 can be written as a base. So look at that, Fancy. 9 can be written as 3 times 3. Do you agree?
Yes.
And 3 times 3, this is 3 to the first power, and 3 to the first power. And when I'm multiplying, and the bases are the same, I add my powers. So 1 plus 1 is 2. That's how I get 3 to the second power. Can you see that?
Sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I understand the second to last part, it's just the last part I don't understand where you have 3 to the 8 minus 4.
Okay. Did you read over notes, Fancy? Don't listen to me now. You're born too close to make a follow to Fancy.
What happened to you, Nathaniel? Hmm? Yeah, mommy is in class. Yes. Don't touch your screen. Mommy in class. Yeah, mommy learning something.
All right. So look at what is happening now, Fancy.
Class.
Remember, when you're dividing and the bases are the same, I'm going to subtract the powers. When I'm dividing and the bases are the same, I'm going to be subtracting the powers. So this is a to the m divided by a to the n. This is going to be a to the numerator minus the denominator power. So it's the numerator power minus the denominator power. So this is what is happening here now. 3 to the 8 divided by 3 to the 4. The bases are the same. I'm dividing. The bases are the same. It's going to be 8 minus 4. And that's how I get my 8 minus 4.
Understood.
Good job. Is there anybody else in the class that needs a further explanation as to what is happening? All right. So, may I have another take for question 2, please? Guys, I really wanted to have moved on, but if it is that we don't understand what is happening with the indices, it does not make sense for me to move into logarithms. And I'm going to tell you why. The opposite of indices is logarithms. The opposite of logarithms is indices. So if you don't understand indices, it will make sense to do logarithms. I better call up the class for tonight. I don't need to see where I'm going. So it is important, students, that when I give you work, it's not because I don't have anything to do. Trust me, I have much more on my plate. I'm just saying to you that you have to complete this stuff and do the review. Yes, please.
Sir, I got the stuff that you sent, but honestly, I saw them as examples. I didn't know they were something that you should have worked.
Yeah, man, but even so, Dan, even if you saw them as even if you saw them as examples.
So I would have glanced over them, so but not anything to say.
No, but nobody.
Working. So this was the homework, right? So this was the homework you're talking, sir?
Yes, man. So what I would say, what I'm saying to you, in future, don't just glance over them. And you see what I could have done, guys. And I did. And I think I did ask the class. I could have given you the question without doing the solutions, and then said to you go and do all of them. But I think of students who may want to start and don't know how to start. So which is why I went ahead and did all 10 questions and gave you the answers.
I'm gonna go through it, sir. I'm not gonna take them.
Yeah, man, please.
You always seem to plead to our conscience. I'm gonna make sure I go through it.
Man, please, trust me. You're not going to sleep well tonight because you've never done no homework. And sir is not
They're
paying.
gonna make sure somebody says I'm gonna sleep when they go home.
Yeah. And chef, your food not going to taste the same way because your work never did finish.
Don't worry, sir. I'm gonna talk to them.
Yeah. What was that, chef?
That's another type of mission, there, sir.
All right. Do me a favor now. I need a takeoff for number 2, please. I need a takeoff for number 2. I am here and I'm not being a question. I will help you out, but I need a takeoff for number 2. Start.
Try that one, sir.
Easy something, man. Lowe's, I run it out, man.
Go on with it, Papa.
All right, sir. 2 to the 4th power divided by 2 square times 4 cube, right? So we have 2 to the 4th power, right that back, divided by 2 square. So I think you break down the 4 cube to its smallest form, which is 2 square, and you put times it by the 3, which is the indices. The 2 square times the 3, right? Going well, sir? And
continue.
Then you have continue 2 to the 4th power, and then you have 2 square times, and you go back to the law. I think it was law. I'd have to check back. One of the laws here, you multiply the 2 times the 3, and you get 2 to the 6th power. All right, so you continue. You have 2 to the 4th power divide sign 2. Now you're going to multiply 2 square times 2 to the 6th power. The bases are the same, so you just go ahead and add 6 and 2, and then you get 2 to the 4 power, and the divide sign, and you have 2 to the 8th power now. All right, we're going to divide. So in division, you multiply the numerator power by the denominator power. So the numerator power is 4, so you minus 8 from 4. And you get 2 to the minus 4 power, which is the answer.
Are there any questions? Are there any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir. I understand what he said.
Say this again. You didn't understand what?
I understood, sir.
Is there anybody in the class that did not understand? Okay, let me not ask that question. I know exactly what I'll do.
Put a question similar to it.
I know what I'll do.
So you're hearing me?
I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Oh, okay.
Daniel Harris Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me what it is that you understood that Mr. Lowser just said a while ago.
For this second question.
Yes, please.
I've understood it. My only issue, and then I realized after, was that note that you had beside us. What's that?
What note I have beside him?
the note that says this answer may also be written, but then I figured out that it was that line there. So based on the rules, I understood that, you know, when you should minus when you're dividing and the bases are the same. Yeah. I don't really know how to explain it, but I understood what was done and what he explained a while ago.
Okay.
Sir.
Let's try process it, you know, sir.
Sir.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Sir, I don't get the part where you have 2 to the second power times in bracket 2 to the second power raised to 3. I don't understand how to get that part.
What about it that you don't understand? Tell me. Don't just tell me you don't understand. Tell me what it is that is causing you not to understand. What you're not seeing.
I'm not seeing where what was simplified to get in bracket 2 to the second power.
Can anybody tell what the simplified?
4Q.
The 4.
The 4 cube was broken down.
Yes.
If you put another space between those two sections, it would be a little clearer for her.
You put another space between what?
So after you have the 2 to the 4 over 2 to the second power,
between the first and the second line, so
a space, and then the other, I don't know, maybe it would be a little clearer on the visuals.
Alright, let me just see what it is that you.
It's cluster, sir. That's the problem.
Alright, I'm trying to find what it is. Hold on. What are you talking about? For which,
right between the bracket and the 3.
Right here, sir?
Yeah, put that space here, sir.
Yeah, we all could challenge you that part there, the first one, you know, sir. Can I see the second one? Can I get the second one? But the first one, I didn't really get it. That's I'm telling you, run through. But basically, sir, when it said 2 raised to the 4, 2 raised to the second power, outside I have 3. I was wondering, is it coming back to 12 where I said 2 times, give you a 4, and then is it 4 times 3? Yeah, equal back to the 12, sir.
Oreen.
Sir?
I said something to, was it you that I said it to a while ago, or was it wasn't Siobhan? You notice somebody said earlier, 4, 3, and I said, no, say it correctly, 4 raised to the third power. You remember me saying something like that earlier?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was.
Oh, that was you?
Yes, sir.
All right, Oreen, you see? And you see, because of what you said earlier, you came back with the same error in the question.
No, but I actually said 2 raised to the second power, sir.
No, but you said something about 12. No, hold up. You just said something about 12 a while ago, you know. And
no, sir, if him times the 4 by the 3, I get 12. That's what he's saying.
Right, but 4 cannot be times by 3.
Raised to the 4
to the third power equal 12. That's what he should have said.
4 to the third power is not equal to 12. Let's go.
Equal to 64, sir.
It is equal to 64. So, Oreen, we need to go work on that because, I mean, that's what I'm saying to you, which is why I stopped you earlier to talk to you about it, because 4 raised to the third power is not 12. 4 raised to the third power is 4 times 4 times 4. It is 4 being multiplied by itself 3 times. And 4 times 4 is 16 times 4 is 64. So it's not 4 times 3. And guess what? I don't think you're the only one in the class tonight that have that sort of misconception. So we have to clear that up. It must be cleared up.
Yes, sir. That's what impression I get at first.
I know, Papa, and that's why I had stopped you at first, and which is why I say that I like when students talk to me because I get an idea of what is in their mind and how they're interpreting stuff. Because I mean, you may say to me, "Yes, sir, I understand," but then you
Yes,
leave my
Nathaniel.
class. You leave my class now with an idea that 4 to the third power is 12, which is not a true understanding. All right, so let's go. So I am Siobhan asked a question earlier that, sir, what is the aim? The aim is to get it in the simplified form, and my simple answer to you is yes. We are trying to get it in a simplified form. Simplified meaning in its lowest form, right? So you recognize that 4 can be written as an index, a base written to a power. And what is that, sir? 4 can be simplified as 2 times 2. 4 can be, you notice when we're talking about indices, we're talking about a number being multiplied by itself. A number times itself, times itself, times itself. So 2 to the 6th power is really 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 multiplied by itself 6 times. That's what 2 to the 6 is. And incidentally, if you don't make the connection now, when you used to go to school and say, what is the square root of 100? And you hear 10, it means it is 10 times 10, which is 100. And then say, what is the square root of 25? And then say 5. It is 5 times 5, which is 100. Right? So it is 5 squares. Rubbishness. 5 times 5 is 25. So it's 5 squares. All right? So you have to get that sort of understanding of what it is that you're doing. I don't want anybody to leave with a misconception because indices is so connected to logarithms. They are brother and sister out of the same mother and from the same father. Twin. All right? So you can't love one and hate the other. I can't hate both of them or it's against you. Let's go. So I'm breaking up my 4 into 2 squares. But that 2 squares is still being raised to the 3rd power, which is why I have this right here. So now that I'm using the same law as I have right here, the same law I have right here, I'm using right here to say 2 to the 2nd power raised to the 3rd power is going to be 2 times 3 is 6. So it becomes 2 to the 6th power. It becomes 2 to the 6th power. All right? And now I have all my terms in base 2. So I can now apply the laws of indices fully. And you'll recognize that 2 to the 4th is the only term that is in the numerator. So I keep it as 2 to the 4th. The denominator now, I can combine because it's going to be 2 to the 2nd power times 2 to the 6th power. Now when I'm multiplying and the bases are the same, I'm going to be adding my powers. I'm going to be adding my exponents. I'm going to be adding my indices. 2 plus 6 is equals to 8. So the denominator power now becomes 8. So what I now have is 2 to the 4th divided by 2 to the 8th. When I'm dividing and the bases are the same, I'm going to say numerator power minus the denominator power. The numerator power there is 4. The denominator power there is 8. So it's going to be 4 minus 8, which is equal to negative 4. So what your reduced answer is going to be is 2 raised to the negative 4 power. However, this answer may also be written as 1 over 2 to the positive 4 because of this law. Because of this law. This law. That law says when you have a base raised to a negative index, you reciprocate it to make it positive.
You flip it and turn it positive.
You flip it. All right? So you have to remember what is happening here. So just look at that recall. Recall a to the negative n is equals to 1 over a to the positive m. A to the negative m is equals to 1 over a to the positive m. So you have to be very, 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 very careful in how it is that you attack these questions. Am I able to move on from question 2?
Yeah, question 3.
Right. You know, go ahead.
No, go ahead, sir.
I get a feeling, and it's not a good feeling that I'm having. And the feeling that I'm getting is that people just log on and just watching what is happening, and people not trying to put a long-term memory or to try and understand what is happening. And it's going to show up. It's going to show up when I give you your assessment to complete on Edico.
You must get this now.
And it's going to come back to bite you. So if you don't understand what is happening now, trust me, I will know that you're not understanding when I give you your first piece of assessment that is going to be on indices and logarithms. It's going to be on indices and logarithms.
4 times
all right?
To the raised to the 5th power equal x. 4 times x and a half.
Sir, can do number 3.
Okay, what about number 3? Okay, go ahead for me.
That is times x.
Times x, yeah, but I think Shanit said that she wants to do number 3. Go ahead, Shanit, and explain for me.
Natalie,
sorry, Natalie. Sorry, Natalie. Ooh, Natalie. Hold on a minute, please. Mosquito. Hold on, Natalie.
Session can try. Sir? Mr. Shan. Mr. Shan.
What you are, my friend? Make nobody hold you back.
Now go perfect, you know.
Go on, man. What they here, you know? Okay. And the answer there is so.
All right. I don't know if I'm right. Let's see so.
Probably can correct you, man. I'm right with you.
X to the 4th power. Jesus Christ. X to the 4th power. Times. Give me 1 minute. Come, Nathaniel, come.
We remove the brackets and multiply 4 by 5, which gives us x to 20. X to half still.
Father, go and buy food. Now I'm saying go and buy food. All right, I come back now. All right, so I got time the powers. So the 4 times 5 would I give 20. That's why I have x to the 20 power.
Yeah.
So times, put back the x and a half.
X raised
What
to the
happened
half
in the
power.
third, and a half power. What happened in the third row is that it's going to work out as a fraction. So the denominator would be the same, 2, and the numerator is different. So 20 minus 1 would I give us, 19.
It's basically just 20 minus a half, so you get back 19 and a half. See there, 20 minus half?
Yeah.
Yes, that's how I get by the 19 and,
but why is
19 and a half power.
So, all right, I not understand when did the half move from negative to positive? It just be 20
because
half.
the square says x raised to the 20 power. That's still be x raised to the negative half power. So you have the indices you have focused on the base, which is the x. So you have 20 and negative half. You put them together, you minus the half from the 20, and that's why you get the positive 9.5.
Yeah, but the half is not a positive.
That's why you take it away.
Remember when
If
you
it
bring
was a
it
positive, you'd add it.
when you bring it down, it becomes 20 minus
half
negative
is a
half.
negative.
Right, the half is a negative.
And you're subtracting from positive and minus and keep the sign at the larger number, which is
Larger
the
sign, right?
20.
So you have 20 and just take half of the
And 20 would have been the larger one. So anything
Right.
the negative.
So you're going to have x to the raised to the 20th power minus negative
Minus
half.
negative
No,
half.
so Tanya, if you put it that way, they're going to say x 20 minus negative half. You know,
X to the 20th power.
So you can't state it that way.
Can't say x to the 20th power?
No, she said 20 minus negative a half. So when you put the two negative together, you get a positive, so she can't phrase it like that. She has to say 20.
20 minus half.
Minus half.
Hey, I look like, is this like rule number 1 or something that reflect on us?
I'm wondering if it's rule number 3. When it's raised to the negative index, reciprocate, so it's actually 1 over a half. I don't know.
Number 3.
Why I cry?
Rule 3.
Let's see which one I rule that applies to. Oh, sir, just do a while ago.
We chat too much.
What are that thing want we do? What are that thing want we do? Every time we sit down silent in the class, the aim start mumble.
Sir, mash up the ship and abandon it.
I'm internet a game problem, man.
I'm jumping in the class, man.
I'm internet, man.
Yeah, I'm not in the class, that's why. Come on.
Hey.
Sorry, let's get digital. Yeah, this said I look like rule 1 because if you have negative and positive. Oh God, I don't even know if I explain that part. Yeah, because if you add 20 plus negative a half, it will work out to 19 and a half.
I think it have a little bit of rule 3 too.
Yes, I think so too. So because the base is raised to a negative index, you reciprocate and then it became positive.
Yeah. When you reciprocate, you flip.
Yeah, but it's not flip, this is minus straight.
No, flip it, just change it from negative to positive apparently.
Yeah, that's a it's never flip.
You know, flip it in a this situation. As I say, it's similar to rule 3. It's similar to rule 3.
You mean rule 2?
Rule 2, yeah, check number 2. Right, this is the minus sign for one. So one applies.
It's basically 1, you know, is 1. Just tricky, but a 1.
Just know when you come across how you deal with this, if you buck up on something else similar. Yeah.
Red friend them. I love it.
So if you know the rules, then we not have to go forward the next thing again. Wow. What?
Yo,
What's good, man?
I love that.
Somebody can hotspot, sir.
You know, long me tell him to come over and him don't want to come.
Come on, man.
Long me tell him to come over and him don't want to come.
Sir, not trust you.
Oh, but him trust the lady last week though. What's me and him?
I know.
What's me and him?
Well, I make a download it and share my screen so one can see.
Nice.
And like Sarah come back from now.
Yes, him chip in and say I love my students. Yes.
Is that type in a group?
Eh? Yeah, my type. That's I would say I have some technical difficulties, but must continue. Computer fell.
No, computer fell. I love it.
Hey! Blue screen.
Take over, man. No for
Mash up.
Okay.
Mash up. Give me a few, please. Hey! I was trying to make that the computer they drop.
That's exciting.
Tell you, you know.
So blue screen settings. I see what I'm going to
it does have to say a share screen, so
I want to do that again.
When they're number 3, yeah. Stop right there, so.
Alright,
I call a little boy in there. Turn off the ABC.
So everybody go to the 19.5. Put it in the C. The index.
Give me 1 minute, I'm going to find my child.
Yeah, man. Good, but.
Yeah.
Just
Zoom it.
work on it.
Let's say zoom it up.
Yeah.
Good.
My eye body no go little more. Thanks.
2020.
Hey, go a long division and see if I get back 19.5 now was to make sure it's
You have to go through the long process there.
Yeah, my master said I break it down.
No, but break it down.
So that the young can see some more.
Like I was saying, it's really rule 1 in it. If you look on rule 1 and you see.
Rule 1?
Mm-hmm. The only trick about it is that the half is negative. So it's basically you're really adding the 20 and the half up because the half is negative.
I don't know, but me still like feel like it's 3.
Look on 3. It's a 3 set.
That would have been
you have to flip it.
It couldn't be 3.
Yeah, because you want to flip nothing.
A 2.
No.
You 3 at the last part when you will get the final answer.
But them not say we have flip it. I will never flip it in our last part.
Oh, we never need to flip anything.
All we do is just move the sign.
I guess it can work.
Let's go back to primary school.
Go back to
Take it to the number line. Draw the number line and put on your 20 on it, and you add the negative half and see if you're not going to come over back to 19.5.
You put the calculator and let me get.
You're supposed to get it back, yeah?
19.5 again.
I just like how if I did
keep the x's remain the same, however, you can't add. Oh, if it was a positive one, for that because a negative, you put back a negative sign. Yeah, they work out the same. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if it was a positive one, it was positive 1 there, it would have be x 20 plus 1, no? But because
if it was a positive half, it would be 20.5.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
Everybody go check.
When I open it, you see what's on it. I was gonna tell her that if she don't have cherub, that's why I don't need to look at it.
And
Good to know for me. Talk coming up, eh?
So we can move on.
Of course.
Everybody good?
Everybody go, Che?
Yes.
Lovely.
Number 4, yeah.
Yeah, my bride friend there when they run out.
My God. What a slackness. All right. All right.
See you.
Wait, sir, for report them time, yeah?
I go reason go.
All right.
So hold on there. Which one of the rule them I say?
Rule 6.
Rule 6?
Rule 6.
Rule 6.
Look
at 6 oaths.
Alright, me I look for I got them now.
Ah.
So rule 6 say whatever is in the sleeve of a square root sign will be reciprocated and become an index. So you see like how the MD did that so before it reciprocated would that be A to the M power over 1 no so. And then we reciprocate it to 1 over M. Now follow me I say?
Go again.
Alright, so they must say whatever is in the sleeve, right? So it will automatically become the power. But you have to also reciprocate it. So if before reciprocate it, if we move the square root sign, it would have be A to the M power. But you will also so much reciprocate it. So before reciprocate, it would have be A to the M power over 1. When you flip it, you get A to the 1 over M. Also.
Cool, yeah. Alright, cool.
If you go back to the question, you follow that so far?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Follow.
So you can't take it from yes or no, no break.
Alright. And that means that it's 3.
Alright, so them separate it now because they are separate bases. So you have 3 square root of 3 whatever. 8 power. No,
don't say whatever. Look when you jump in. Look when you jump in.
No, me come in the right time. No, whatever, come.
So, sir, why when we are going good with a blaze and never come back?
Why when we are going good and never go? One mistake he make.
The Lord works in mischievous ways. Come, Mr. Chef, come, continue.
All right, so as Mira said, the bases are different. I have A and you have B times A over B, right? So it look like, say, no, we have to go use the whatever is in the sleeve, we have to apply them separately. So we call it 3 square roots of A.
The cube root.
Or cube root, right? So the cube root of A to the 4th power times the cube root of B to the 5th power, and because the B over A, the B to the 1/3 power over A was not a part of the root under the root sign, clearly it means that say whatever was in the sleeve does not apply to the B over A. That's so, sir?
Very good.
All right, man.
Don't pretend like sir na day and continue.
No, I don't want to move on, sir.
It must stop you. It must stop you.
So the rule 6 also said that whatever is in the sleeve will be the power, which would that be A to the 3rd power. However, the rule also states that it must reciprocate.
This is
okay, thank you. It is it's supposed to be reciprocated, right? Yeah.
Right. So instead of A to the 3 over 4, we have A to 4 over 3 times 5, which would have been the original base, then over
original power.
Our original power, which is right. Over the 3, which was in the sleeve. Times what was already there, B to the 3rd power, 1/3 power over A.
3rd power.
All right. So the next line I say no. All right.
Okay.
So talk to me now with a negative on that.
All right. So notice what we've done right there is just to put all the A's together and all the B's together. All the A's together, all the B's together. So you recognize that this A here is A to the what power?
Which one is
4 over 3.
No, this A is A to the what? Oh, you're not seeing my screen now? Sorry, you're not seeing my...
A raised to the 4 over 3 power.
Make a control the screen.
Minus 1.
A to the 4th power.
All right, okay.
Minus 1. What into the minus 1?
Remember the A, no, the A that is the B to the 1/3 power over A. That A is 1.
To the first power for sure. So that group the letters as well, sir.
Good. So this A under the B to the 1/3 is A to the first power. So you notice when it goes into the numerator now, it becomes A to the minus 1.
All right then.
Siobhan, you can point where sir was talking a while ago, please.
Let me say share screen now.
Sir, get access to my screen, you know, you can.
Yeah, man, I know, but what I want to do, I want to write. So you go and talk, and then now I am going to pre-calculus. All right. Give me 1 minute, Chev. Let me just do something on my phone here, so I can just
hold on there. So the negative one over here, sisters, you know? Is it one of those cases where you have to I not even know what to say. Oh, get it. Because it would have been a positive 1 A to the 1 power over here now.
All right.
Sorry, hold on.
When you bring it up, it becomes negative.
Sorry, hold on, sir.
Yes, Papa.
So based on the third rule, right, where you have A to the negative power, it would come over and be 1 the A positive power. So if you care about power, so it will automatically go back negative.
Yeah. All right. So okay. All right. Can you see the screen? Can you see the mouse?
You can see mouse, sir.
All right. Good. All right. So what I'm saying to you is, okay. So Chev was correct in terms of the cube root of A to the 4th. This cube root of A to the 4th is going to be the A to the 4th raised to the 1/3. A to the 4th raised to the 1/3, and then 1/3 times 4 is 4 over 3. This is B to the 5th raised to the 1/3. And
Sir, bring down your screen, sir.
Get distracted, sir. Start again.
So this is what it is saying. Remember we had this law here, law number 6. The nth root of A is going to be A to the 1 over n. Whatsoever is in the sleeve of the square root sign becomes the reciprocal, the power, and you reciprocate it. Right? So you're going to reciprocate what is in the sleeve. Whatever is in the sleeve of the square root sign will be reciprocated and become an index. Right? So it becomes this index. All right? So what I'm saying to you now is this here, where are we?
Number 4.
Right. This to the 1/3. The cube root of A to the 4th is really A to the 4th raised to the 1/3. And 1/3 times 4 is 4 over 3. And the same thing here, B to the 5th times 1/3. 1/3 times 5 is 5 over 3. So this is how you have that. What I'm saying to you now, though, is that this A is A to the 1st power. That A is A to the 1st power.
So what if a number was there?
So if you had a number there, it becomes A to that power, to that number. When you're not seeing a number, assume 1.
So I'm saying, sir, can it be a case that instead of A, we write 3, or it's going to be A to the 3
It would still be 3 raised to the 1st power.
If this were 3, if this were raised to the power 3, it would be A to the 3rd power.
That'd be A to the 3rd power. So
right.
That means, say, back in the 1, 2, 3, the 4th line, that would have been 4 over 3 minus 3 over 1.
Very good. Very good.
All right.
So because this is to the 1st power, positive power, you notice that there's a division sign right here?
Yes, sir.
Suggesting that is in the denominator. The A is in the denominator. Now, if the A is in the denominator, When I take it to the numerator, it becomes positive, don't it? I mean negative.
Yes, negative.
Because it is positive in the denominator. So since it's positive in the denominator, when I take it to the numerator, it becomes negative.
Oh, me watch a video on it too.
Yeah, see me so. So, Chef, unshared for me, please. Let me just write something, please.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. And incidentally, guys, I am very pleased with what has happened. I mean, my computer fell, and
Your computer drop. Where do my computer
Lord
drop?
Jesus, I mean, I won't even tell you. But anyhow, I am. It is all same stuff. But I'm very pleased to know that the teacher went away for a few minutes and the class continued. But watch me now. Can you read the question for me, please? I'm not seeing the question just now. Read the question for me, please.
How you read this now?
I think it was the cube root of a to the
fourth or b to the fifth
times b to the 1/3
b to the 1/3 over a.
All right. So watch me now. So in a case like this, what I'm saying to you is that this is a to the 4th, b to the 5th, all raised to 1/3. And this is just another way of doing the question. All raised to the 1/3 power. And this is now being multiplied by b to the 1/3 over a. And remember, recall, a to the m raised to the nth power is equals to a to the mn. So therefore, what I'm going to have now is a to the 4/3, b to the 5/3 times b to the 1/3 multiplied by a to the -1. Can you see that? Can you see why it's a to the -1?
Yes, sir.
Run that again, please.
Because that a in the denominator, the a for, you see the a, you see the one in green?
Yeah.
Okay, that is a to the 1st power. So let me highlight something. This a that I just highlighted is in the denominator, and it is a to the +1. It's the same a that is there. And it now becomes -1 because since it's +1 in the denominator, when I pull it to the numerator, the sign changes. So it becomes a to the -1.
Yeah, go back to the a 4/5 and b 5/3. Could you work out the 4/5, or you get the 4/5 and the 5/3?
You know, it's 4/3 in a papa.
Oh, you're right.
Sir, this is 1/3 times 4, sir. We get 4/3, sir.
Yeah, but no, he was saying 4/5, but I'm saying it's 4/3.
Yeah, how you get that, sir?
How I get it? Watch me. Watch the screen. This piece here. You see that piece there?
Yes, sir.
You understand how I get that to raise to the 1/3 power?
Yes, sir.
Because of the 3 in the sleeve of because of that 3. That 3 is in the, no, but I have to work with it. That 3 in the sleeve of the square root sign, it's going to become now, I'm reciprocating that 3. It's going to give me 1/3, and it becomes a power in the other line. So what I'm saying to you is, when I multiply this one, oopsie daisy, sorry. When I multiply this 1/3 by that 4, I'm going to get 4/3.
Okay.
When I multiply that 1/3 by 5, I'm going to get 5/3. You follow me now?
So it will be 4/1 times 1/3.
Very good. Yes, man. Very nice.
That's what I wanted to. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. So tell me now. You catch it?
Yes, sir.
Talk to me. You sure?
Sir,
Yes, please.
when the guy, sorry to say the guy, asks you one question about the 4/3, they can't explain that the part, then we get distracted.
So his name is Andre Lauza.
Sorry,
So Mr. Lauza says a while ago.
Lauza, sorry.
Right. So he says the 1/3. The 1/3. He was asking about. And I hope I don't. Oh Lord. All right. So that 1/3. So what I'm saying to you, this 1/3, Shana, that 1/3 there is going to multiply that 4.
Mm-hmm.
And it is also going to multiply the 5.
Yeah.
So 1/3 times 4 is 4/3.
Is it
And
can it be a situation that it's not 1/3? How will we work it out? It wouldn't be worked out in that way. If it's not one of
any number it is, it work out the same way then.
What about 2/3? Or you work out that section?
2/3 times 4 is going to be 2/3 times 4/1. 4 times 2 is 6, and 3 times 1 is 3. So 6/3 and 6/3 equals 2. Remember, no?
You just said a while ago?
No, based on what you just asked me, I'm just saying to you that it's the same basic multiplication that we're doing.
So if the situation is 2, right, we have the 1/3. If I have 2/3, remember a while ago you said A is 4/3 because we had 1 as the numerator. But if it is that we have 2 as the numerator, that wouldn't be 4/3 then.
1 times 4.
4.
3 times 1.
3.
What keep?
Alright, and go on there too.
All right. So now, what it is that we have is a situation now that we're going to be having. I am putting all of them, all the stuff together. So what I'm saying to you is, I'm saying to you now, A to the 4/3 multiplied by A to the -1 multiplied by B to the 1/3. So what I'm saying to you, when I'm multiplying and the bases are the same, I'm adding my powers. So this becomes now A to the 4/3 minus 1, B to the 1/3. And 4/3 minus 1, 4/3 is 4/3. Is 1 and 1/3. 4/3 is 1 and 1/3. So 1 and 1/3 minus 1 is going to be a third. So I'm going to have A to the 3rd, B to the 3rd.
Sir, go over that one more time, please.
All right,
What happened to the B to the 5/3?
I want to shake it.
Kerry, you have 2 devices turned on?
Sir, what happened to the B to the 5/3? Where that one gone?
No, it's still there, you know.
Yeah, top boy.
It's still there. Hold on.
We going. Oh, right. Me alone hear something weird a while ago.
No, it's all right. The Shanaki was playing something.
Was it me?
It wasn't Nathaniel?
Oh, sir.
All right. Where are we? Right here. Hello? Are you here?
Yes.
Yeah, we're here, but we're not seeing nothing.
Here, but we're not seeing.
Oh, sorry. My bad. No, should I tell me, man? I forget that I didn't share the screen. Sorry.
So not tell me, I tell her.
All right, let's go.
You have 6 minutes.
Rockstone, not true. Talk truth. Talk truth. Not true. Time fly when you're having fun. All right. All right. So look at what I'm stating. No man, I have a class at 7. All right, let's go. So you see what is happening here? So where I was on the screen a while ago, I'm showing you this is 4/3 minus 1.
So you can big it up.
Sure, anytime.
Yeah, big it up. Yeah. All right. Come up, look on. Come up. Bring it up. Ah,
So,
stay right there.
So 4/3 minus 1. 4/3 is the same thing as 1 and 1/3. So 1 and 1/3 minus 1 is just going to be 1/3. So I have 1/3 right here. But remember, I have a 5/3 right here. I have a 5/3 right here. And this 5/3 plus this 1/3. Sir, why you adding? Sir, me not understand. When I'm multiplying and the bases are the same, B times B, the bases are the same, I'm adding my powers. So this will become 5/3 plus 1/3. See here, 5/3 plus 1/3. Watch this trick. The denominators are the same. I add the numerator and put back the denominator. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And that's why this now becomes the answer. I'm not doing any other example right there. I'm going to stop right there and I'm going to challenge you all with something. Students, whenever you come, whenever Sir sends work for you online, via WhatsApp or Edico, it is going to be important that you guys do the work. I'm going to tell you why. Tonight I wanted to move on into something else.
Right? But that be the same thing. That send it to we, either send it to we and we don't understand, and when it come now, we give it a question them.
No,
we don't understand.
No, but if you had tried the stuff, I'm going to tell you straight up, Shauna. Having been a teacher for many years, way over 2 decades, I know when students are learning from when students ain't learning a thing. No man, hold on. Oh. And there are students in this class who have not said a word to me, and I'm sure if I call upon them right about now and ask them something, they've never a clue what going.
Sure, Sean.
Yes, please.
So you can do work over.
Sir, some of us learn different. Like for me, I learn from observation. Like if I can't talk and at the same time learn. So for me, I will be just observing and taking my notes and looking and then in the long run, if I really ask me something, then I can explain what I really understand from it. But if I talk meanwhile, I only can listen and then observe before I can actually learn something. So I don't know. Some of us are quiet and that's the situation.
No, Trina, but you're not quiet. That's the point I'm making. You come on and you talk to me since night. That's not the point I'm making, you know. That's not the point I'm making.
I have a question.
Monique, don't rush me.
Jesus. Sure. Monique, love rush
me. You talk and she can't cut me.
I never hear you say nothing. I still look because
Mr. Trina.
Bully. She's a bully, sir.
So she stay. Yes, Monique.
Bully right through.
Anyway, lovely people. Some of us have oral communication now.
Hold on. Monique, go ahead, please.
Miss Carol is not pretty.
Monique, talk now.
That's
why she not So the point I'm making though is, I really want you guys to attempt, and I'm sure if you were to be very honest and answer the question and be truthful, you would say to me, sir, I did not look at the stuff the way I'm supposed to look at it. So now that you know that sir is not 100% pleased, I'm going to challenge you to go over these first 5 questions, and then the remaining 5 questions I'm going to ask that you do it. You see, just like how Mr. Lauser and Mr. Oates and Mr. By the way, where's Riley? Riley don't come class tonight. I'm very silent if he's here. No. Right?
Sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, I go interrupt. Did you see my message that I sent you? It's Anne-Marie Laban.
Yeah. I saw a message, Miss Laban. I soon respond to you. I saw a message, yeah.
Sir,
So what I'm gonna yes, honey.
I was just asking, in pertaining to the question, I'm gonna allow it, so not allow it, I'm going to leave. The 4/3 minus -1, sir. How you get the 1/3?
4/3 minus 1/1. LCM is 3. Write it for me, please. Write it for me, please. 4/3 minus 1/1.
Yeah.
Draw a line. The LCM is?
Nice you come here.
What's the LCM? Say 3.
3.
Good. 3 into 3.
1 time.
And 1 times 4 is?
4.
Write down the 4. 1 into 3.
This one. 3.
That's 3. Right. And 3 times minus 1. So minus 3.
Minus 3.
What is 4 minus 3?
-1.
No, sir. If I tap, you see? What is 4 minus 3?
You chat too much. We have to see the. Oh, sorry. 1, sir. 1.
Right.
3 is 1.
Right. So 4 minus 3 is 1. And then now when you put 4 minus 3 to be 1, what you're going to do is, when you put 4 minus 3 to get 1, what you're going to do is to put the 1 over the 3, so you can get 1/3.
Okay, sir.
Come on. All right, guys, do me a favor. Oh Lord. Hold on 1 minute, please. Just give me half a second, please. I need to do this. All right. I'm gonna ask you guys to go ahead, and I want you to do your pieces of work online. Microsoft pieces. I will sort out those that I need to sort out. What I also want you to do is to go through this handout that I gave you with the indices, and I want you to do as many, if not as many, I want you to do the other 5 questions and go through for me the 5 that we went through in class today. If it is that you're having a challenge with those, then you can speak to me. All right? I'm going to mark the register quickly. Today is the, yes, please.
Sir, so what we must do, the ones that cannot access Educosol?
No, man, I'm going to sort that out. By tomorrow, I'm going to sort that out because I have to go in tomorrow to let them know that I can't get on. Just answer quickly for me, please. Abrahams, I know Abrahams is here. Alexander is here. Lulu is here. Monique is here. Christian is here. Colin is here. Chevelle Clay is not here. Didn't hear her tonight. Shanae Davis, absent.
Here, sir. No,
so,
no.
You see? You need to talk at all tonight. So let me
Sir,
just do
I asked you a question. I did.
Sir, I have a question.
What question you asked me, Shanae?
I asked you about the bracket, the square root.
Okay, so you asked the question. All right. So if I don't catch your voice yet. So watch me what I'm doing. Watch me what I'm doing. So Miss Davis said, Miss Rose is here, and Miss Rose don't say nothing to me tonight. Shauna K here, Fancy here, Daniel is here, I called upon her. Vanessa Howell, don't hear you, don't know you. Who Vanessa is here?
I'm here.
Okay, don't say nothing. Kemisha Johnson. Not here, so Kemisha is absent.
She deboard.
I'm here, sir.
Okay. Loban is here, Lauze is here. Sutanya is here.
Yes, sir.
Dan is here. Jody, well, I saw Jody. Leisha is here.
Sir, I'm here, sir.
Christine, I saw Christine. Mr. Oates is here. Orain is here. Bancroft Stanley is not here. Didn't hear him, didn't see him. Renee Stewart. Not here. Shana K. Taylor. Not here. Shanette is here. Jamal is here. Alexa, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to save this. I am going to put your grade book in such a way that persons who are here will get a percentage for their attendance.
You see, I nominate your my name, you know?
Who that?
Trina.
Sir, I didn't hear you call my name.
Who that? No, is that you all right, Diane? Trina, you know, you tell you a while ago, mommy, I couldn't put it on because the system is down.
Why am I not knowing that the system may fight against me?
No, man, it's not a fight against you, man. Again, you will leave, man. So just remember that you were here last week and you are here today.
Last time done and him have a next class.
Yeah, man,
Okay,
bless your
sir,
heart.
bye-bye.
Later, take care. Bye-bye. All the best. Yeah, man.
Sign out, another teacher use that link, you know. Kind of like they say, you know, like you exit a classroom and another class away to come in. Oops.